Roblox has a way of turning small indie projects into overnight sensations, and lately, 99 Nights in the Forest has climbed to the very top of the charts, at moments even surpassing Grow a Garden. Feels like everybody's playing it, talking about it, or posting TikToks on their latest run. What if I told you that behind all the hype, there are already signs that 99 Nights could be setting itself up for failure? That might sound dramatic, but history on Roblox repeats itself. We've seen dozens of horror survival games skyrocket into stardom, only to collapse once the novelty wears off. And when you look closely, 99 Nights is treading dangerously close to the same path that destroyed Dead Rails, one of the fastest rising, fastest dying Roblox games in recent memory. So today we're breaking down the rise of 99 Nights in the Forest and why it became such a massive hit, the traps it might be falling into, and whether it can avoid the fate of Dead Rails and other forgotten Roblox titles. Let's rewind and set the stage. What exactly is 99 Nights in the Forest, and why has it captured so much attention? The premise is simple but effective. You're dropped into a dark, eerie forest where you must survive for, well, 99 nights, and each night, a deer-like monster stalks you. The only true safe haven is the campfire in the middle of the map. But here's the twist. The fire slowly burns out unless you keep refueling it. Keep the fire alive and you buy yourself more time to explore, upgrade it, and suddenly you can push further into uncharted areas. On top of survival, there are objectives. Scattered all across the forest are 4 missing children. Rescuing them all before the night runs out unlocks the best ending. Sounds simple enough, right? But here's the kicker. Most people don't actually grind through all 99 nights. Instead, the game cleverly lets you fast forward progress by building beds or finding kids, which shortens the grind. The gameplay loop is tight. The atmosphere is creepy but not overbearing. It's scary enough to feel tense but approachable enough that anyone, even a kid on an iPad, can pick it up instantly. Add in secrets and multiple endings, upgrades, and you've got the recipe for something that feels both spooky and addictive. And the biggest shock, the game wasn't built by a massive studio. There's no polished corporate team behind it. 99 Nights is indie, it's raw, and ironically, that's part of its charm. Players love supporting the underdog, especially when a game feels authentic instead of overly monetized. But if everything looks good on the surface, atmosphere, mechanics, hype, why am I calling this a problem? Because Roblox has seen this exact story play out before. Small game blows up, dominates the charts, builds a huge following, and then collapses when players realize they've seen everything there is to see. To understand why 99 Nights might be in danger, we have to look at a game called Dead Rails. Back in February, Dead Rails was unstoppable. The concept was perfect. You and your friends boarded a train, scavenged for fuel, tossed everything you could find into the furnace, and tried to keep the train moving while monsters hunted you at night. During the day, you were safe, but when night fell, it was a survival chaos. Fuel the train, fight the monsters, or die trying. There were checkpoints, loot runs, and even an epic final bridge escape. It wasn't just survival, it was a survival with momentum. Every run felt like a story. One player messing up could ruin everything, and that unpredictability was part of the magic. Content creators ate it up. TikTok blew it up with endless highlight reels, YouTubers got millions of views for chaotic runs, and players replayed it endlessly because no 2 runs ever felt quite the same. At its peak, Dead Rails pulled in over 500,000 concurrent players. That's insane for an indie Roblox game, and like 99 Nights, it probably stayed independent. No studio took over, just a team of devs cranking out updates, new training types, new maps, new mechanics. They even refused huge payout offers, promising to keep it community driven. But here's the fatal flaw. When you reach that level of popularity, the demand becomes impossible to meet. Updates could not come fast enough. Players figured out all the strategies, and every secret was discovered. Every best loadout shared, every meta mastered, and just like that, the magic wore off. By June, just months later, the player base had crumbled. And now looking at 99 Nights, it's hard not to see the same warning signs flashing. Think about it. Both games rely on fuel mechanics tied to survival. For Dead Rails, it was the train's furnace. For 99 Nights, it was the campfire. Both games push you to explore the points of interest on the map, but those points don't really change much between runs. And most importantly, both are built on trial and error loops. You play, you die, you learn, you retry. That formula works brilliantly at first. It's tense, it's addicting, and it's fun to watch content creators struggle through it. Once the community figures everything out, once every YouTuber covers every ending, once TikTok shows every build, once every strategy gets optimized, replayability drops, and the player numbers drop with it. This isn't just a theory, we've seen the cycle repeat. Rainbow Friends exploded in popularity, but once players knew the monster patterns in the lore, interest fell off a cliff. Hyperphobia lost steam because its levels felt repetitive and predictable. Even Doors, which remains popular, only survives because the devs constantly add new monsters, secrets, and lores to keep the players engaged. And then even, its numbers dip hard during content droughts. So the question becomes, is 99 Nights destined to join the list of games that burn bright and faded fast? Here's where things get tricky. 99 Nights already has a few issues players are pointing out. First, the difficulty. The deer monster is creepy, but it's not that dangerous. Shine your flashlight and you can stun it long enough to make it back to base. Even other enemies like the owl don't feel all that threatening. For a survival horror game, the stakes feel surprisingly low. Second, monetization. Third, reputation. While many players enjoy the game, others already dismiss it as repetitive slop. That's dangerous when you're still in your growth phase. Once a reputation sticks, it's hard to shake it off. So here's what 99 Nights could do differently. For one, add a hard mode. Imagine a setting where the fire burns out randomly, resources are scarce, and monsters are actually lethal. Surviving 99 real nights under those conditions could reward players with exclusive classes or skins. That alone would bring people back over and over. And also, deeper lore. Look at Piggy for example. Players kept coming back chapter after chapter just to uncover more of the story. Even though the ending flopped, that storytelling kept engagement high for months. If 99 Nights leans into lore, maybe explaining where the deer came from, or why the kids are in the forest, it could add a long-term mystery. And third is content variety. The devs need to keep pumping out new mechanics, events, and challenges. Without variety, even the best designed loops get stale. And then also community engagement. Sometimes what keeps a game alive isn't the gameplay itself, but the theories, memes, and culture around it. If the devs lean into community events or mysteries, they might stretch the lifespan far beyond what the core gameplay loop allows. So here's where we're at. Is 99 Nights in the Forest the next Dead Rails, a viral indie hit doomed to burn out in a matter of months? Or can it evolve into one of Roblox's modern classics? The truth is, it's at a crossroads. If the devs stay consistent with updates, double down on lore, and add variety, there's a chance it could survive. But if things get stagnant, don't be shocked if by the end of the year, it's another remember when game. Personally, after spending hours exploring every nook and cranny, I worry the formula won't hold up. It's fun, but it risks becoming repetitive fast. That's the danger with these kind of games. The same loop that makes them addictive can also be their downfall. What do you think? Will 99 Nights survive the hype, or is it already showing cracks? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'll be reading them. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe.